never tell. I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, go grill, plain, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, chest set way quicker.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barnes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one complete to Liggett. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Barnes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back in.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after here coming up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Come on.
They're going to look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. Outright to Smith-Njigba.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
60 by 60.
He'll look to throw. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
There's one thing they are lacking in is confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best explosive action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
4th down to give to Gibbs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
On the ready.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
17. Yep, ready.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the set.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down.
Looking to throw. Barnes. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Blue, 32. Set, huh?
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. The Seahawks at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience,
Come on.
all on display in that victory.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jahmyr Gibbs
Rams with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
49ers 13. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10. At their own
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Set, hut. Red, set.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Seahawks 27-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Ready, hut.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
45, wide. Ready, ready.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
First and goal, San Francisco.
McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Here we go, here we go. Blue, 32. Cycle. Hut, hut.
2nd and 1. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyler Conklin there to make the grab.
And the 49ers have regained the lead.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
They'll look to throw.
That's caught at the 2. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
Seahawks 14.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 or about the 4.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2nd and 2. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
From 3 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Barnes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts
as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Get it. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll tack this and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and 10. They'll set up the throw. He'll try and do this himself. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
42-yard line.
To the left side, looked in by Horton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
No gain
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Set.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Let's go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. This is taken at the 18. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
it's Jair Brown who's got it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it.
Let's go now. Ready?
The first carry here for Jordan James. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
they suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On the ground, it's James. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Looking to throw. Barnes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
Trouble, 38. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Barnes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'm don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he's going to step up and run. That one complete to the gap.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down. First and 10 at the
65, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Back to throw here. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards. On the return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Yellow, blue, red, 38.
Looking to throw. Barnes.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they got to get that done
and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And some space here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 on the Seahawks 11-yard line.
Ready, set.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Barnes. Pass caught by Pearsall. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go, set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because there he goes, right side. Now look out. He's to the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 75. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Barnes. He's got Ayuk once again. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
33 yards on the play. 1st down.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Set, hut. Drill, 33, set.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
At the 7-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Shoves him aside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run right.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Cup 19. Go.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.